Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in for this going to be a large series of episodes, maybe not perhaps back to back. We'll see where we get and how far we can get with things. This is going to probably be a long segmented video for this episode, just because there's so much to cover, and as you can see here, we're going to be talking about the Majestic documents. If you don't know anything about the Majestic documents, you can go to the website here, majesticdocuments.com, and this will basically give you an introduction of where the documents came from, the dates of the documents, their version of what they want to call authentic, and so forth. When I got, I was browsing around and I came across some of these documents, which are they all have a super secret clearance, if so to speak, and it's all highly controversial, and there's been ongoing debates about whether they're real or whether they're not. Talks about extraterrestrial, crashed discs, different facts that were going on, just all highly debatable stuff, controversial stuff. So when they get stuff like this supposedly leaked, and over time they've just surfaced. However, the military will deny that any of these are real. The FBI had conducted their own investigation and ruled them out, quote, bogus. And so the first thing that comes to mind when talking about these documents is we're going to go back to Harry S. Truman, President of the United States. During this time, he supposedly signed two documents. One is a document to, open here, Secretary Forrestal, who later, some people think he was thrown out of a window, and he was admitted to a psychiatric place for evaluation, and some people just think it was a cover-up to keep him quiet, and the official story is that he committed suicide. However, there's controversy in that as well. So we've got this document here, September 24th, 1947, and it supposedly has Harry Truman's signature at the bottom. The next highly questionable document is, let's see if I can find it here. Nope, not that one. It's going to be, I just had it open for you guys, but the Eisenhower briefing. This is supposed to be for President-elect Dwight D. Eisenhower, 18th November 1952. As you can see, most of these documents they're either stamped or they're printed. Not necessarily all of them look like this, but some kind of top secret magic, eyes only, top secret magic. Some of the documents actually have a lot of stuff that's blacked out, conclusive with what you would get if you actually were to write an FOIA request, Freedom of Information Act request. Sometimes they'll send you stuff back and it'll be blacked out, and there's a number of reasons for doing that. But most of it is uncensored. There are a few documents that are pretty covered up, but it's all questionable, like I said again. So we're going to take a look as far as the image analysis of the signature, and I believe this document has a briefing document followed by the one that we just saw to Forrestal. Okay, so here's the deal. We have this signature, and on the other document we have this signature. They're extremely similar. Two different documents. I'm going to talk to you about. We're gonna investigate this and come up with something, hopefully. But the first thing that I want to talk to you about is I went ahead and got tons of documents from the Truman Library, and they're all scanned into the computer. I haven't touched any of them other than just copy and paste, and I put together a series of verified, documented signatures of Harry Truman, and they all will vary. They'll all vary slightly, but as you can see, I have them dating. Let's get this from 1945 to 1957. I have almost 100 signatures combined, and I have a few other various signatures. But anyhow, these are all the signatures from 1947. It's not everything that he signed in 1947, but this is more than enough for 1947, which is when this. I gotta get rid of this thing. So supposedly 1947 right here, September 24th. And this document is attached with the other document, the Eisenhower briefing. For what reason, I don't know why they did that. If we scroll all the way to the top here, 18 November 1952. So they are completely two different documents, but for some reason they are attached to one. Regardless, find it highly curious that the signatures are so much alike. Before we go into this, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what AutoPen is. And basically, this was a machine. I believe it was developed in the 1800s. And Harry Truman was supposedly the first one that ever used this machine. And what it was is, I don't know exactly how it worked originally, but I know how it works today is, especially for celebrities, movie stars, you know, people who are involved with music and all that sort of thing. They have so many requests for autographs that they will sign their signature, and a template will be made up of that signature and will be put into this machine, which is the AutoPen, and it basically will produce hundreds and hundreds of signatures identical to the one that they had signed. Now, how can you tell if AutoPen is being used? For example, if we're looking at this one, well, how do we know that is this an original hand-signed document, or is this something that the machine did? And we're going to go ahead and go into that as well. Another thing that I'm going to show you is examples of AutoPen, the differences between what the machine does and what you normally will do when a person will just normally sign away their name for an autograph or signature or anything like this. What I'm going to go ahead and do now, though, is I'm going to go ahead and break. I thought I would just give you an introduction to what we're going to be talking about. There are countless numbers of Majestic documents, and we're going to take what we can, and we're going to go ahead and do our own investigation. Trust me, it's been done by lots of people, and they make a lot of claims. So I dug up the information myself. I'm going to do my own investigation, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me for whoever's interested, and we'll see what we can come up with. That's what it's all about, getting the facts, and that's what we're going to try to do. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.